You bought $50 in groceries on your credit card. Milk, bread, eggs. With 25% interest and minimum payments, you'll pay $180 for those same groceries over 7 years. That $4 gallon of milk just cost you $14.40. Welcome to the interest prison. And in 2026, 123 million Americans are locked inside. Here's the bombshell. Americans now owe $1.23 trillion on credit cards. Record high. But 73% of that debt isn't vacations or luxury spending. It's car repairs, medical bills, rent, and groceries. You're not living beyond your means. You're being charged 25% interest to survive. The math is designed to destroy you. You carry $5,000 in credit card debt and pay the minimum each month. At 25% interest, you'll pay over $16,000 total, more than triple what you borrowed. It takes 26 years to pay off. But here's the real trap. 47% of cardholders never pay off their balance. Ever. Banks call these customers revolvers. They're the profit engine. 14% can't even make minimum payments anymore. Connect the pattern. In 2024, JPMorgan Chase reported $58.5 billion in profit. Record. The most profitable year in American banking history. CEO Jamie Dimon's compensation, $39 million. That's an 8% raise while you're drowning in 25% interest on groceries. The median JPMorgan employee makes $47,000. Dimon earned 830 times more. You funded that gap with every card swipe. Gen X carries the highest average debt at $9,600. Boomers average $7,100. Even Gen Z already owes $4,300. This isn't poor budgeting. 73% is for essentials, according to the January 2026 Academy Bank study. You're being charged interest to eat, to fix your car, to see a doctor. The system weaponized your needs. Trump recently proposed capping credit card interest at 10%. Banks immediately threatened to cut off access to credit for millions. They'd rather deny you entirely than accept lower profits. They're admitting current rates are so obscene that a 10% cap breaks their business model. Your desperation is their strategy. Here's what happens next. Credit card delinquencies are rising. When the next recession hits and you lose your job, that $5,000 balance becomes a noose. Banks won't negotiate. They'll destroy your credit and move on. Meanwhile, Jamie Dimon just sold 1 million shares worth $200 million. He's cashing out. You're locked in. The hidden cost nobody calculates. Stress from debt destroys your health, your relationships, your future. You take jobs you hate because you need the paycheck to service interest. You skip doctor visits because the copay might push you over the limit. The interest isn't just stealing your money, it's stealing your life. But here's the real scam. When the Federal Reserve raised rates to fight inflation, your credit card APR shot up. Now inflation is cooling, but your rate? Still 25%. Banks pocket the difference. While you pay compound interest on groceries, JPMorgan increased net income by $13 billion from 2022 to 2024. Dimon gets a $3 million raise. You get a late fee when your paycheck is delayed 2 days. So what's your move when the game is rigged? First, understand the prison. Every dollar you don't pay off this month costs you $1.25 next year. Second, prioritize highest rate cards. Pay minimums on everything except the worst one. Third, stop using credit for anything that isn't a genuine emergency. Fourth, if you're drowning, negotiate. Banks would rather get 70 cents on the dollar than sell to collections for 20 cents. They won't advertise this. You have to demand it. If your credit card debt keeps you awake at night, you're not alone. You're the target. 123 million Americans are trapped in the same system. We're tracking every rate hike and predatory practice before the next wave hits. Subscribe to see the exits before your balance becomes unsustainable. Comment below, how much are you paying in credit card interest this year? Let's expose the math they're hiding. The interest prison is the silent financial crisis of 2026. Most people won't realize they've been robbed until their savings are gone. Jamie Dimon already cashed out $39 million. Now it's your move.